You think I would have updated that, but I forgot. Such a horrible memory. I still have yet to move my monitor. Why? Damn good question. Message me. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. We're going to delete that video because I screwed up. Yeah, it's gone. Okay, anyway, back to what I was saying. Um, 40th anniversary of Legend of Zelda. I've talked about it when I'm playing the games and stuff about my hopes, my expectations, stuff like that. There's rumors circling on when we'll get the announcement, when we'll have a direct, and all that. And most consensus that I've come across and all the content that I've watched from time to time between Nintendo Prime, um, fuck, what's his name? Commonwealth Realm. I was doing my best, which they both released a video earlier today, so check those out. Excuse me, Nintendo Land. There's countless others that I like to watch from time to time, but my top ones is usually Commonwealth Realm. Usually because they do a video at least once a day, and same thing with Nintendo Prime. I do have others that I do watch. It just depends, but those are the main ones. Like those are the two I've watched earlier today when they released a video in my free time. But from what I can gather, the rating for the game has released. It's supposed to be, I think they said rated E10. I think is what's come up so far. So give me this X, aka Twitter. I still don't know why the hell they ever changed the name to X. That makes no sense to me. Really? The first thing you're going to show me is subscribe for premium. I don't care about premium. Right here, stealth was the first one that made a notice, so I'll even pull it up window capture. Bam. You know what we can do? I know how I can do this. Small me, but big window. Bam. Problem solved. And I'm agreeing with Fran here. And then I seen the fairies. But when you go to this page, here's an article, and it's supposedly it's on the Nintendo website. So let's go. Yeah, right there. It's got an A10. Suitable for ages 10 and up, may contain more cartoony, fantasy, or mild violence. Minimal suggested themes. I feel like it should have got this rating for like the Dead Hand and stuff. Just to be honest, like I know it wouldn't have got this rating. It doesn't make sense for this rating. This is the rating that it should have got. Like, what rating did Majora's Mask get? I know that. It got an E rating. You're joking. That had an E rating. What? No. Oh, hey, look, they're all rated. So the original Ocarina of Time was rated E. 3D switched to 10 plus. Okay, right there, T. I was about to say there was no way in hell that game was not rated T for teen. I don't know how the 3D got away with the 10 plus. Twilight Princess, that made sense. It was rated E until it was re-released. So that fixed it. And I see a lot of their newest ones have been rated T for teen. So it might just be as gruesome. Well, now I'm going to have a different take. Um, because if Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild, which Breath of the Wild wasn't really that gruesome, um, what was the worst thing that happened in Breath of the Wild? I don't know. Tears of the Kingdom. I mean, that one talked about death a little bit. This one had a little bit more in my opinion. I'm just saying. So, like, there's comments freaking out already. Like this one, I kind of agree with till looked into it and did not realize that those other games are rated just as. That's going to do it for me on that one. So it did get its official rating, and it's not as bad as what I thought it was going to be. Because yeah, if it's rated the same as Ocarina of Time, there we go. Fix that. I was trying to get my OBS enlarged. So I'm not as concerned that they aren't going to make it such a fun game. You know what? We're going to watch the damn trailer again. Da, 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 da. 'Cause I just love watching it. I mean, why not watch it while we're talking about HMK? There's another one that I like to watch. Here's a lot of the people I watch. How do you get a taste? This is annoying. YouTube, do better. Mike Odyssey. I gotta show this to the wife. Dun, 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 dun. Like I even was trying to see the comparison reaction when I was showing off the wife.
Long ago, there was a land.
Hold on, we're gonna go full screen. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do it full screen. So I gotta put that there. Enlarge that. There we go. Ready?
Long ago, there was a land called Hyrule, created by beings of supreme divinity. At the very edge of this kingdom, there lay a small forest. Within it, an ancient solitary tree quietly watched over the inhabitants of the forest. These forest dwellers were called the Kokiri. Each had a fairy companion, and they lived out their innocent lives in these woods. Within it, an ancient...
That kind of looks like Koroks right there. I know it's not a frontal view. It looks like Koroks to me. It's probably just leaves. That's what I feel like that because like that's hidden around here too. That's why I don't feel like it's just regular leaves. I feel like that's Koroks. But Koroks didn't exist here. That's why it went up to the cookery. I don't know. I'm getting ahead of myself.
There lay a small forest. Within it, an ancient solitary tree quietly watched over the inhabitants of the forest. These forest dwellers were called the Kokiri. Each had a fairy companion, and they lived out their innocent lives in these woods. However, there was one particular boy who did not have a fairy.
Andre's restart. I'm gonna pull up Mom and Papa. But I'm so excited. So excited. There's no telling what this remake holds for us. But after looking it up, now that I realize the original Ocarina of Time was rated the same, I have a feeling even with everything, because I don't see them removing any characters or bosses. I'm gonna say it's just as terrifying. They're just how would they not have to push the rating higher? Like I'm still on that fence of that. How are they not? I don't know. It makes me question what the game plan is. Because yeah, I'm looking at the website right here. Animated blood, fantasy violence rated E10 plus. And E10 plus is content generally suitable for ages 10 and up, may contain more cartoon violence, mild violence, and mild language, and or minimal suggestive themes. Most viewed games when you scroll down is Halo Campaign Evolved, Grand Theft Auto 5, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, Felix the Cat, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D, and then Lego Party. The reason why Ocarina of Time for the GameCube, Wii, and Wii U got rated E was because it was rated by that for the violence. That's the only reason. And 3DS was rated E10 plus. And here I'll even oh you already seen what I'm saying. Okay, it was rated for the animated blood, fantasy violence, just as names. It's an adventure game in which players assume the role of Link. Yep. Variety of fantastical enemies, dinosaurs, skeletons, giants. Dinosaurs? I guess the dongos, but during one boss battle, Link jabs at a pig-like enemy, resulting in brief splashes of green liquid. As the game progresses, Link carries a few female characters that are depicted from low camera angles and dressed in outfits that display moderate amounts of cleavage. Okay, so I'm not as concerned that it's going to be that big of a deal. I really don't. I'm even going to let's go back to X. X. My laptop drawn stuff. What do you think? Bam. If I do that, it'll pop up. Really? I don't see the. No, it'll pop up. Paste. I mean, so you can see description makes me think we have nothing to worry about. And let's go back over here. Did it just automatically convert to that? There's no way, right? Let's find out. It does. Bam. Which is weird that I try to put a link there and it won't. But it does do there if I do that. So that's odd. So my hopes for the 40th anniversary is One, I'm ready for it. This is my has always been my favorite franchise, and this is my all-time favorite game of all time. So I'm hoping I'd like to see it in August, but if it's September, it's September. There's nothing I can do. So here's my hopes and dreams for whatever we do get when the time comes. I'm gonna say we'll get a good sized trailer, at least minute and a half whenever they do the announcement. It will. I have a feeling that they'll do quick cut scenes. I feel like they would do something similar to like the old school style, share little glimpses like they did in the original trailers. Like that'd be nice. Like take the original Ocarina of Time trailer, um, N64 trailer. Like take this. This one's only minute 3. Thank you, Zelda, for posting this. Newest. Yeah, a month ago. But like I say, they do another trailer where you get to see all the new rendition. That might be a lot because that would be sharing a lot of how the game looks. But I feel like if they recreated this trailer but showed all the newest, it would give us an idea. But then I feel like a lot of people throw a fit. It's a 1-to-1 remake. How could that? Again, I'm on the fence with both sides. Do I want a 1-to-1 remake? No. But do I want them to add stuff that makes it too modernized? Yes. Like again, I've stated before, I wouldn't mind haunting sculptulas, but if they add in core puzzles and stuff like that, I'm gonna play it. But what the fuck, guys? Come on, don't do me like that. I don't think that's what they do. But I would love for them to redo the original N64 trailer but with the modernized remake, like change the original scenes with the remake cutscenes. I think that would be amazing. I also think it would be paying homage, like, hey, don't forget about the original trailer. Fixing that. There we go. I think that'd be amazing. I would love to see that. That's one of my hopes. Do I think that's going to happen? No. I'm going to flat out say that's not going to happen. But I would love for it to happen. If they remade the original trailer with the remake cutscenes from the newest game of the original game. That is my biggest hope. I'm clipping this because I'm calling now. If they do it, yeah, I was right, but I'm gonna say it ain't gonna happen. But that I would love to see that. Um, I would love to see. I would love for them to discuss if they're working on the next game, whether or not they're revealed like they did with the whole Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom with a little bit. I don't have to have that, but I would like for them to say the next mainline Zelda is in production. I'd be happy with that. Isn't that what they did with Tears of the Kingdom? That was number 3. This was the first official trailer. I feel like there was a cutscene. No, maybe this was the original. Because it was 2 years, that's right. Okay. I didn't think we got that much for the first one. I would like this for the next game if they were willing to tell us. So that's what I want. I want a remake of the original trailer, but with the remake cutscenes. I would love an announcement. Whether or not we get anything out of it, I'm not. That's it is what it is because I'm already gonna be too hot for Ocarina of Time remake. But I would love to see them announce because that was announced in 2019. It didn't release till 2023, and then it was 2 years later before we got a trailer, and it was slowly drip bred after periods of time. So I'd love to see the remake trailer redone with as the original with the modern remake. I would love an announcement for this next game. I don't want a sequel, prequel, all that. I want to see what the next mainline game is going to be. I feel like the next one would still be on Switch 2 before we get to the next console generation. I really do because I don't see them getting away from this console for another 4 years. I'd say we're doing Switch 2 till 2030. 2030, I think, will be when we get our next console. That's my next hot take. 2030, next Nintendo console. Could be wrong. I don't know. That's just my expectation because I'm going to say we're going to get a light version of the Switch 2 and an OLED version before we get another console. But who knows? Um, I would love which there's been rumors of the Pro Controller and then a bundle set. I would love a bundle set. I'd love an Ocarina of Time bundle. That'd be amazing. So, final take because my head is hurting. I don't want this to keep rambling on. Remake of the original trailer in the modern game of Ocarina of Time. Switch 2 Ocarina of Time bundle. Announcement of the next game in production, whether there's a trailer or not, I'm fine with. I'll be hyped about the Ocarina of Time stuff to begin with. But I love an announcement, and then I would like a more sneak peek of the movie. I feel like that's the best time to release a trailer because the movie's coming up in less than half a year. So I mean, it's coming. I feel like it'd be common to get a trailer, but that is what I'm hoping for the Ocarina of Time remake. What I'm wanting for the 40th anniversary, and yeah, that's it. So thank you for stopping by. I'm sorry this is a short one. I've got a headache. I've been fighting it all day. I don't know what the cause is, so, but I will probably not be live this weekend. We'll be live again next week. I don't know what Zelda game I'm playing yet. I've not decided, but stay tuned. We might pick back up Ocarina of Time. It's been a while. So I'll see you on the next live stream. Bye bye. Candy. It's Reasons. It was the candy my grandma used to give me. I don't get it very often. I love it. Really good. Bye bye.